Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Who is new here? Hi, my name is Annie and I am here to help you fall asleep, to give you the positive vibe, sleepy mood, and so on and so on. Thank you so much for choosing this video to relax. And in today's relaxing session, I'm gonna read you a book. I made kind of that video before, and today I'm gonna read the same book. But I don't know why I don't continue this kind of reading video. And some of you wrote me about why didn't you make the reading books video, and I thought really why I didn't do it. So today I'm gonna do it. My perfect English. I'm never gonna stop judge myself for my English. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, put on your favorite headphones, take favorite pose. You can close your eyes because I'm gonna use whisper, and also soft spoken to help you fall asleep. Also, sometimes I'm gonna be very, very close to your ears, if you don't mind. So here's nothing gonna happen, just me reading a book, also some page flipping. So yeah, let's go. The last time I read for you a book before sleep, we finished on fifth chapter, on chapter 5. So today we're gonna continue. So today we're gonna continue on chapter 6. Let's start. And the previous video here. So maybe before listening this second part, you should firstly watch this video before. Okay, so but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're reading Frank Baum, The Magic of Oz. Let's look like this. So come on. After a long walk, Dorothy and her friends came into the great green wall. The wall went around the Emerald City. It was high and thick and had only one gate in it. The road of yellow brick ended at the gate. Dorothy knocked at the gate. It opened slowly, and they saw a little man in a green suit. His face was green. His beard and hair were green too. Near him there was a large green box. When the little man in the green suit saw Dorothy and her comrades, he asked, "Who are you? What do you want in the Emerald City?" "We want to see the Great Wizard of Oz," said Dorothy. "Do you think the Great Wizard will see you?" asked the little green man. "Why not?" asked Dorothy. "Why can't he see us?" "He sees no man, woman, or children," answered the little green man. "Does he ever go out for a walk?" asked the Scarecrow. "Never," was the answer. He sits day after day in the great throne room and never goes out. What is he like? Asked the girl. I can't tell you. I can't tell you that. I have never seen him, said the green man. You see the great wizard, you see? The great wizard can change his form when he likes, and he changes it all the time. So people say he looks like a bird or a cat. Other people say he looks like a monkey, and some people say he looks like a beautiful fairy, but we don't know what his right form is. That was very strange, isn't it? That is very strange, isn't it? Said Dorothy, but we must see him. Why must you see him? Asked the little man. I must see him because I want him to give me some brains, said the scarecrow. Oh, it's very easy for him to give you some brains, said the little man. The great wizard has a lot of brains. That's funny. And I want him to give me a heart, said the Tin Woodman. That will be easy for him too, said the little man. He has a large collection of hearts, big and small. He keeps them in a silver box. And I shall ask him to give me some courage, said the Cowardly Lion. Oh, the wizard has a big bag of courage in his throne room, said the little green man. He will be glad to give you some courage from the bag. And I shall ask him to send me back to the Kansas prairie, said Dorothy. It is my home. My aunt and uncle are waiting for me there. I don't know where the Kansas prairie is, said the little man, but I hope the great wizard will find Kansas for you. Now, I lost the line. Okay, now I shall take you to him if you are not afraid. The Wizard of Oz is very terrible. But first I shall give you all eyeglasses. You must put them on and wear them all the time. Why? Asked Dorothy. Because, said the Green Man, the Great Wizard has ordered it. All the houses in the Emerald City are made of the emeralds. To look at them will be bad for your eyes. And people who live in the Emerald City and those who come into it must wear eyeglasses night and day. They can't take them off, because when they put the eyeglasses on, I lock them. The Great Wizard ordered it, and you must do what he wants you to do. He opened his big box. Dorothy saw a lot of green eyeglasses in it. The man found a pair of glasses for Dorothy and put them over her eyes. Then he locked them at the back of her head with a little key. Then the Green Man found a pair of glasses for the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman. He even found green glasses for Toto and for the Lion. He locked all of them with his key and said, "Now let us go to the Great Wizard of Oz." Okay, the last page of the 6th chapter. and they went after a little green man into the streets of the Emerald City. Little Dorothy and her friends gave a cry of surprise. So bright and beautiful was the Emerald City. They liked it very much. The houses were made of green emeralds. The window glass was green too. Even the sky over their heads was a little bit green. There were many people, men, women, and children walking in the street of the Emerald City. They all wore green clothes. They had beautiful green eyes and green hair. They looked at Dorothy and her friends in surprise, but they did not speak to them. The children were frightened when they saw the cowardly lion. They all ran to their mothers. There were no horses, dogs, or other animals in the Emerald City. The people looked at Toto in surprise. There were many shops in the Emerald City. Dorothy saw green sweets and cakes, green shoes and hats, and green clothes in the shops. Where it is, okay. At one place, a man sold green nuts, and children gave him green money. Soon they saw a big and wonderful palace. It stood in the middle of the Emerald City. The walls of the palace. The walls of the palace were made of green emeralds. The ruler of the Emerald City, the great Wizard of Oz, lived in the beautiful green palace. Okay. Let's go on. Chapter 7. The Great Wizard of Oz. There was a soldier at the door of the palace, yes, I forgot. There was a soldier at the door of the palace who had a long green beard. His face was green too, and so was his hair. The little man said to the soldier, "These people want to see the great wizard." "Come in," said the green soldier. "Wait a little and shall go to the door of the throne room and tell the wizard that you are waiting for him." Dorothy and her friends waited for a long time. At last the green soldier came back. "Have you seen the wizard?" asked Dorothy. "No, I haven't," said the green soldier. "I have never seen him. But I spoke to him through the screen which was between us." Wizard was behind it. He said that he will see you and go and do what he can for you. Okay. He said that he will see you and do what he can for you. Each of you must come into his room alone. Each day Oz will see only one of you. So you will stay at the palace for some days. I shall take you to your rooms now. You can rest there. "Thank you," said Dorothy. "Thank you very much. That is very kind of the great wizard." Suddenly a bell rang and the little green girl came up to the Dorothy. She said, "That is the signal. You must go into the throne room alone." She opened the door and Dorothy walked into the big room. Dorothy saw the throne in the room. It was made of green emeralds. In the middle of the throne I am Dorothy, and I want your help. I want you to send me home. My Aunt Em and my Uncle Henry. I want you to send me home to my Aunt Em and my Uncle Henry. Your country is beautiful, but I want to go home. The eyes of the hat looked at her for a minute, then the hat said, "Where did you get those silver shoes?" "I got them from the Wicked Witch of the East," said Dorothy. "My house fell on her and killed her, so I took her silver shoes." Then the hat said again, "What do you want of me?" "I want you to send me back to the Kansas to my Aunt Em and my Uncle Henry," said Dorothy again. "Your country is very beautiful, but I don't like it. And I know that my Aunt Em is unhappy because she doesn't know where I am." The eyes of the hat opened and closed 3 times. Then they looked up and down. And after that, they looked at the Dorothy again. The wizard said, "Why do you ask me to do it for you?" "Because you are strong and I'm not," said Dorothy. "Because you are the great wizard and I am only a poor little girl." "But you are strong too," said the wizard. "You killed a wicked witch of the East." "I didn't want to kill her," said Dorothy, "and I didn't kill her. My house did it. It fell on her." "Well," said the hat, "you asked me to help you. You want me to send you back home. And what will you do for me?" "You must help me first." "Help me and then I shall help you." "But what can I do?" asked Dorothy. "How can I help you?" "Kill the wicked witch of the West," said the wizard. "But I cannot do it," poor Dorothy cried out. "You killed the wicked witch of the East and you wear her silver shoes, so you can kill the wicked witch of the West too. Kill her and I shall send you back to your aunt and uncle." The little girl was terribly frightened. "How can I kill the wicked witch of the West? If you, the great and terrible wizard, can't kill her, how can I do it?" "I don't know how, but that's my answer. Kill her, then come and tell that you have killed her. Now go, and remember, she's very, very wicked. She's terrible." Poor Dorothy went back to the room where her friends were. "There is no hope for me," said Dorothy, and she repeated the words of the wizard. Then she went to her room and cried there. Her friends were very sorry for her, but they didn't know what and how they could help her. I don't know, this chapter is very strange and absolutely, it's not relaxing about killing somebody. Okay, maybe let's read one more. Chapter 8. I'm so interested what's gonna go on. The next morning, the green soldier took the scarecrow to the wizard. When the scarecrow came into the great throne room, he saw a beautiful girl on the emerald throne. Her dress was green, and her long hair was green too. The beautiful girl looked at the scarecrow and said, "I'm Oz, the great and terrible. Who are you and what do you want of me?" I'm only a scarecrow. My body is made of straw. My head is made of straw too, so I have no brains. Please put some brains into my head, because I don't want to be a fool. Why must I do this for you? Asked the beautiful girl. Because you have a lot of brains, said the scarecrow. Only you can help me. All right, said the girl. I shall help you, but you must help me first. How can I help you? Asked the scarecrow. Killed the wicked witch of the west. Then I shall give you a lot of brains, said Oz. But you asked Dorothy to kill the wicked witch of the west, said Scarecrow. That's right, I did, said Oz. It's all the same to me. Who kills her? Come and tell me that you have killed her, and I shall do what you want to do. And I shall do what you want me to do. The Scarecrow went back to his friends. Did you see the big head? Asked Dorothy. It was a beautiful girl, not a head, said the Scarecrow. And he repeated the words of the oath. His friends were very sorry for him. The next morning, the Green Soldier came for the Woodman. When the Tin Woodman came into the great throne, he saw a terrible beast there. The beast was very big and had 5 long arms and 5 long legs. There were 5 eyes in its face, but the Tin Woodman was not afraid of the beast. He had no heart. I am Oz the Great and Terrible, said the beast in a loud voice. Who are you, and what do you want of me? I am a woodman, and I have no heart because I am made of tin. Please give me a heart. I want to be a real man, because only you can do it. Please help me, said the woodman. I can give you a heart, but you must help me first, said Oz. What must I do? Asked the woodman. Help Dorothy to kill the wicked witch of the west, answered the beast. Then come to me, and I shall give you a big heart. So the Tin Woodman went back to his friends and repeated the words of the terrible beast. And they were very sorry for the poor woodman. The cowardly lion said, Tomorrow I shall go to see the wizard. If he is in If he's in the form of the beast, I shall roar and frighten him. If he in the form of the beautiful girl, I shall jump at her and frighten her. If he is in the form of the head, I shall push it down from the throne. All will be well, my friends. Okay, the chapter 7 is ended. I want to read one more. I'm very curious about what's gonna happen. Okay, chapter 9. The cowardly lion walked into the throne room and looked around. He saw a bowl of the fire in front of the throne. The fire was very bright. It was so bright that the lion could not look at it. He could not go near it. Then a voice came from the ball of fire. These were the words. I am Oz, the Great and Terrible. Who are you and what do you want of me? The lion answered, I am a cowardly lion. I am afraid of the people and beasts. I ask you to give me some courage. People call me a king of the beast, but so I must be brave. Why do you ask me for it? Asked Oz. Because you are Oz, the great and terrible. Only you can give me the courage, said the lion. The voice said, Kill the wicked witch of the west, and I shall give you the courage. The lion was very angry, but what could he do? He went back to his friends and repeated the wizard's words. What shall we do now? Asked Dorothy. There is only one thing we can do, answered the lion. We can go to the west and kill the wicked witch of the west. But can we do it? Asked Dorothy. We must do it, or I shall never have a courage, said the lion. And I shall never have a brain, said the scarecrow. And I shall never have a heart, said the Tin Woodman. And I shall never see my Aunt Em and Uncle Henry, said Dorothy, and began to cry. I think we must do it, said Dorothy after that short time. The witch is very wicked, and she does much harm to people. I shall go with you, Dorothy, said the lion. I shall go with you too, cried the scarecrow. So shall I, said the Tin Woodman. Early next morning, Dorothy and her friends came up to the gate of the Emerald City. The green soldier unlocked their eyeglasses and put them back in his big box. Then he opened the gate for our friends. How can we find the wicked witch of the west? Dorothy asked him. Oh, it's very easy, said a green soldier. Go to the west, only to the west, and you will find her in the west. They thanked him and said goodbye. Then they started to walk to the west. They walked and walked for a long time. Let us rest a little now, said Dorothy. She and Dodo and the lion lay down on the grass. They closed their eyes and soon they were asleep. Now, readers, let me tell you what the wicked witch of the west had only one eye. But this one eye was very strong, and it was the telescope, and she could see very far. So, as she sat down at her door and looked around, she saw Dorothy and her friends. They were very far off, but the witch could see them and was very angry. I don't want strangers in my country, cried the witch. She ordered her slaves to come to her. Her slaves were monkeys with big strong wings. Fly to the people. They are strangers, and I don't like the strangers in my country, she said. Kill the Tin Woodman and the scarecrow. Bring the little girl and the lion here. They will work for me. The monkeys flew to the Dorothy and her friends. Some of the monkeys took the Tin Woodman and flew up into the air. And they dropped the poor woodman. He fell on the ground and broke his arms and legs. Other monkeys took the scarecrow. They pulled at the straw out of his body and his head. Then they flew into the air and dropped him into the fall and into a tall tree. Some of the monkeys were very big. They lifted the they were clear and kind. So the witch understood that Dorothy did not know that the shoes had magic and could help her. So the witch thought, I can make her my slave. She doesn't know that the silver shoes help her have magic. She doesn't know that they can help her. Then she said to Dorothy, come with me. I shall give you some work to do. You must work very well, or I shall make you the end of you. I have made an end of the scarecrow and the Tin Woodman. The witch took the little girl into the kitchen. She ordered her to clean the kitchen, to wash the floor and the windows. Dorothy did not say a word. She began to work. She was afraid of the witch. Many days passed. Poor Dorothy worked hard from the morning till night. Every night when the witch was asleep, she went to the yard and gave the lion some food. She took it from the cupboard in the kitchen. The witch gave the lion no food because he did not want to work for her. The lion was very hungry all the time. Dorothy often cried. When she cried, Toto sat at her feet and looked in her face. Neither Dorothy nor Toto could forget their friends, the Tin Woodman and the Scarecrow. Where were they now? Dorothy and Toto were very sorry for them. Shall we ever see them again, Toto? Said Dorothy. The wicked witch wanted very much to get the silver shoes which were on Dorothy's feet, but the little girl took them off only at night, or when she took the bath. The witch did not go to the Dorothy's room at night because she was afraid of the dark, and she did not come near when Dorothy took the bath because she was afraid of water. But Dorothy did not know that. Once Dorothy ran against the bucket of the water in the kitchen. She fell down. In her fall, one of the silver shoes came off. The witch took it at once and quickly put it on her foot. The little girl was very angry. She cried to the witch, "Give me back my shoe." "No, I shall not give it to you. It is not your shoe. It is my shoe now." "You are a wicked old woman," cried Dorothy. "You must not take my shoes from me. Someday I shall have you the other shoe too." Said the witch. Dorothy was very angry now. She picked up the bucket of water and threw the water at the witch. At once the wicked woman gave a loud cry. She was frightened. Then suddenly she became smaller. Dorothy looked at her in surprise. "What are you doing?" cried the witch. "Don't you see I am melting?" "I'm very sorry," said Dorothy. She was frightened too. The witch melted and melted like a sugar. "The water, it will make an end of me. You knew it very well," cried the witch. "No, I didn't," answered Dorothy. "How could I know it? Look out, here I go," cried the witch. With this word she fell to the floor and became a brown dirty mess. Dorothy took another bucket of water and threw it at the mess. Then she saw her silver shoe. She took it quickly quickly and put it on her foot again. Then she ran and she took it quickly and put it on her foot again. Then she ran out into the yard and told the lion about the end of the Wicked Witch of the West. Then she ran out into the yard and told the lion about the end of the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay. So that's enough for today. We read 5 chapters. 6, 7,